We're bidding in Pool B for an award of £50 million. That's for providers that don't currently have a presence in the business market, and that would include us.
And how soon will you know whether you succeeded in the bid?
Well, at the moment, the position is that we know the process is going to run. We don't know who's going to be overseeing that process yet, and so it hasn't formally started. So we've still got some open questions, but what we do know is that we can see that there's an unmet need there, that at the moment, a lot of small businesses are unhappy with the service that they're getting from their bank, and as a building society, we know that we can offer something materially different, so that's why we're going to be bidding.
Obviously, Nationwide has been going for 170 odd years, very, very successfully. As a mortgage lender, as a savings and current account provider, Why do you want to go into business banking? It's a completely different skill set, isn't it?
Well, that's right. Our heartland is in mortgages, in savings, and more recently in current accounts, where we have been the market leader for acquisition of new current accounts. And the kind of businesses we're talking about are not the large-scale international businesses. We're talking about the smaller end of the SME. It's still millions of businesses, but it's not just the butcher, the baker, the candlestick maker. It's the IT consultant, it's the eBay trader, it's the web designer, and these are people and businesses that have got relatively straightforward needs. They've got money coming in, they've got money going out, and we know from the way we service personal customers in that way that these are the kind of needs that we can meet really, really well.
Why wait until RBS makes this pot of money available? Why not just launch a service off your own bat?
Well, it's a great question, and actually Nationwide Building Society has looked at entering the business market quite a few times over the years. But actually every time we've looked at it historically, the price of entry has just been too high, because it does need a whole load of investment up front in terms of systems and so on. The potential availability of these funds means that we can now get over that price of entry if we're successful in our bid.
It's a ferociously competitive market. 85% of the market's held by 5 major players. It's taken Santander UK years to just break into that top 5 ranking as well. It's a very, very tough market, isn't it?
It looks like it, and you're absolutely right. And also switching at the moment is only around 4% a year, which is really low. But we believe that a lot of that is because the choice is from one bank to another bank. And we offer something really different as a building society, owned and run for the benefit of our customers, our members.
And how about the core part of the business? We had some figures out earlier this week from UK Finance suggesting that there was a big drop in mortgage approvals last month. Are you concerned that the housing market is losing momentum?
Well, I think there are a couple of things there. There's the mortgage market, and then there's the housing market. In terms of the housing market, we've seen relatively stable, slightly increasing prices, and we don't see anything that suggests there'd be any major change to that, although of course there are big regional variations within that. The main standout characteristic of the housing market to me is how few properties are on the market. Availability of housing stock on the market is at 30-year lows, and so that supports prices. In terms of the mortgage market, I would say actually the mortgage market remains very competitive and very buoyant, because with mortgage rates that have been predominantly coming down for years now, even people rolling off old fixed rate deals can often remortgage at a better rate than they were on.
And what about the likelihood of a rate rise in May? Do you think the market can withstand that?
Yes, I think a market can withstand that. A quarter point rise only translates through to less than £20 a month for most mortgage owners. It's significantly less than that depending in various deals people are on. So I think that although there are some pockets of strain in terms of borrowing and affordability out there, I think the market actually could withstand quarter point very easily. The question is, will it happen?